Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Wednesday Wisdom. My name is JB Hilliard and these are weekly video snippets designed to answer questions you may have about estate planning or probate or other legal areas that may be affecting or impacting you or your household. And that's a lot in one breath, huh? And for this week, I wanted to continue this accountability series. So last year in some of my videos, I challenged some of you to handle your business, basically. And if for those of you who haven't done your will yet or need to update your old will, then some challenges were meant specifically for you. So for this week's accountability part 2, I want to talk about who you've identified, even if you haven't written this down yet, but who in your mind would you want to serve as your fiduciaries? So first, let's make sure we understand that legal term fiduciary and what that really means. And simply put, it is that person that you've entrusted either property or power to, or both, a combination thereof. And so in the sense or in the context of a will, there are kind of two different roles. So the executor or the personal representative of your estate, the executor of your will, that's your primary fiduciary. So that's the person or entity, but in most cases, that's the person that you're entrusting to handle all the affairs of your estate, to make sure your wishes that are documented in your will that you are going to finish drafting, that those wishes are carried out, and that everything else is taken care of according to the law in your state and according to the probate court process in your jurisdiction. And then another important fiduciary that you need to think very carefully about, for those of you who have minor children, who's going to be the guardian? Now, in the case of you being a part of a married couple, if something were to happen to both of you, both parents, who's going to take over as the legal guardian of your child or your children? So these are very important roles that you really have to think about. And I always tell my clients, have a primary person listed in mind, and then who's the backup? Who's the successor? So if something happens to that person, who's the next person in line? And actually have another one after that. So you may only have that one person in your family or that one friend that can fulfill these responsibilities and fulfill these duties, fulfill that role, but you really have to seriously think about a backup. So with all that said, I think I probably will do at least one more accountability to add on to this, because I do want to talk more about some of those issues that we tend to not spend as much time on as we should. So with that said, as always, I thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.